I like booze to taste like booze. You know what I mean? Checked in agony. Padded Room Radio is on the air, you maniacs. My name is Darian. I am back for another week of horror bullshit coming straight to your face holes. Did you miss me? I missed you. I don't know if you missed me. Probably not. But you downloaded this episode anyway, which tells me that you're at least nominally interested in probably not me, probably not my co-host, Miss Monica, who is also here, by the way. Miss Monica, what's up, babe?
Oh, another day.
Another day, kiddo. But you are interested in horror bullshit, which we brought you 2 scoops of tonight, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. So just sit back, relax, on your car ride to work, or on the treadmill, or...
with your iced coffee.
With your iced coffee. What are you, riding the train? Is that what you're doing? I don't know. Maybe you're in a waiting room somewhere, you're listening to this. Go ahead. I don't care. You can take us wherever you want. We're right there with you. We're going to tell you all about horror crap. You're going to love it. Or at least nominally tolerate it for a good 20 minutes and then delete it. That's fine, too. I don't care. Monica, what's up with you this week, babe? What you been up to?
Oh, nothing much.
No?
Nothing yet.
Okay, well, it's only Tuesday, so we got a lot of week to work through and a lot of trouble for you to get in there, Mrs. Thang.
Yeah, 2 weeks from now, there's a big drag race show here that I want to go to, so that should be fun.
That sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I got a confession to make. I can say this now because my wife is not presently here in the building with me. So I've been planning a surprise trip for her, and it's going to be, well, it's mostly for me. It's mostly for me, but it's still a trip, and it's going to be fun, God damn it. And in mid-April, we are going to the Timberline Lodge in Oregon. Do you know what that is?
No.
That is the filming location of the original Shining. It is the original Overlook Hotel.
Oh, okay.
I think it's going to be dope. I'm excited for this. I mean,
okay.
It still looks pretty much the same. They've made some alterations since 1979, whenever they made that movie. But it's still, I mean, the groundwork is basically the same. Interior design has changed quite a bit. I don't think she's going to recognize the place, Monica, when we pull up. And I don't know how to contain my horror boner when we pull into the parking lot of the Overlook Hotel. You know what I mean?
Oh. Does she know anything about that place?
I don't think she's even seen the movie, man.
Oh, okay.
I've put it on a couple of times, and she's like, you're watching this, and then she walks out. So, either way, dude, I'm pumped for it. I think it's going to be cool. I'm going to take a lot of pictures. They probably don't still have the gold ballroom, but if they do, I'm going to go in there and chat up the bartender, because I feel like that's a thing to do. I'm going to be looking for room 237, if they have one.
Very interesting. Well, that sounds like fun.
I feel like it's going to be me and a bunch of other horror doofuses walking around. Oh, look at that. You're going to ride my big wheel down the hallway. You know what I mean?
So I'm a little confused. I thought that was shot in Colorado.
No. So the hotel that The Shining was based on is the Stanley Hotel. That is in Estes Park, Colorado. That's where Stephen King actually stayed when he got the big idea for The Shining. However, Stanley Kubrick actually shot it at the Timberline Lodge in Oregon. And that's where I'm going. It's going to be awesome, dude. I hope they have a door with like a big chunk missing out of it so I can stick my face in it. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, when are you guys going to do this?
It's mid-April, April 11th. That weekend is what we're looking at. Feel free to join us, by the way. If you guys got a free weekend, you come on up. We'll get hammered in the Gold Ballroom. And
that sounds fun.
I don't know. I would like to say that perhaps the parole officer could chase you with an axe, but I feel like he's not moving around to that capability just yet.
No, I don't know if he ever will.
Oh, man.
It would be vice versa.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, obviously, but still. We could work something out. Maybe I'll carry him a little bit of the way. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, Monica. Well, we got a regular horror show to get into here besides me and my fucking marriage. We got horror news, we got listener mail, we got all the fun stuff. I say we hit a little horror news. How say you?
Okay.
Horror news.
Yes, ma'am. I tell you what, Monica. Well, I tell you what. Why don't you go first, there, Monica? You got anything for us this week?
I don't. The website that I use is under construction, and we have nothing.
Oh shit! Is it the Padded Room website? Because I don't think that thing has been operational for like 4 years.
No, I was bummed out. I'm like, what the hell? This is my like secret go-to.
What? Okay, well, are you willing to divulge your secret go-to?
I just go to a website called Upcoming Horror Movies.
Oh wow! Okay, that's very on the nose there, isn't it?
Yeah, you've never been there?
I probably have at one point or another, but I don't exactly remember it.
Got it.
Okay, well, I got some things going on here, dude.
Oh boy!
Images are up for Wolf Creek Legacy.
Oh yes, I saw that.
Okay, what are your thoughts? I don't know what images you saw. I know what I saw. What did you see?
The only thing I saw was a little snip clip of it. That was it.
Oh, you saw a clip?
Yeah.
Oh,
on my website.
Okay. Oh, okay. What did you see exactly?
Just saw. All you saw was some wooded area and the name of the movie and legacy, and that's it.
Oh, that's it, huh? Well, that's even less than what I got.
Oh no!
Yeah, well, all I got was Jack getting out of a truck with a rifle.
That's all you. Well, that's more than I got.
Yeah, I mean that's it, dude. He looks old as shit, man. I'm sorry.
You mean Mick?
Mick, well, yeah, Mick,
yeah,
but the actor is what's his name? Jack Johnston.
John Jarrett.
John, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, he looks old as hell, man.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's an old guy, dude. He was old at the start of Wolf Creek. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was.
And that was like 2009. So, I don't know, man. It's fine. We'll see what happens. I like Wolf Creek too. I never saw that series. Did you ever watch the series?
Yes, I did. It was fucking good.
Yeah?
I thought it was good. Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
It was like a bus full of people that were, yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see where this goes. Like I said, the image that I saw didn't really divulge anything. It was just him getting out of a truck with a rifle. So who knows? I think. Well, I mean, the name of the movie is Wolf Creek Legacy, so that leads me to believe that he's going to pass on the Wolf Creek hunting ground to somebody else.
Well, yeah, the only thing that I'm seeing currently is it says that the story's going to keep the audience on the edge of their seats.
Oh, well, that explains everything.
So, that's pretty much every one of them.
Well, of course, yeah. All right, well, that's something to look forward to, I guess. Let's see here. Corin Hardy's Whistle just hit streaming. You can rent it right now for $10, man. I'm not going to rent a movie for $10. I like Corin Hardy. He did. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I actually like Corin Hardy. Did you ever see The Hollow, Monica?
The Hollow. I don't know. I've seen so many. I just need a quick refresher.
It's let me give you the synopsis here. A family who moved into a remote mill house in Ireland find themselves in a fight for survival with demonic creatures. You might remember he had like a scythe that he lit on fire, and he was going down into the caves trying to find his baby. Very, very ugly cast. You probably hated it.
Was
2015?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. They were out in Ireland. Did they have to, were they lost too at one point, like out in the woods and stuff?
Well, he gets lost because whatever it is comes and takes his baby. So he goes out into the woods to try to find. He goes into the hollow with this burning scythe trying to find his baby, and that's where he has to battle the demonic whatever.
Oh, yes. I'm looking at it now. Yes, I recognize it.
Yeah, I'm sure if I showed it to you. He also did The Nun, which I really didn't care for. That's really about it. So I'm definitely not paying $10 to rent a movie. And I'm not all that excited for The Whistle because this guy's body of work does not really... It doesn't do much for me. I'm sorry. There's a Corin Hardy super fan out there. I know it. And he is just on the edge of his seat for The Whistle. And he's got his debit card out. Speaking of debit cards, it looks like Scream 8 is probably going to happen because Scream 7 was such a box office success. Have you seen Scream 7 yet?
No, not yet.
I'm in no hurry. Be honest. I actually have higher hopes for this one than I did Scream 6. And the only reason I say that is because I know Melissa Barrera is not part of this one, so she was a big problem for me. I just could. She's hot, I'll give you that, but she could just not act her way out of a paper bag, man. Like, her performance was just fucking miserable. I kind of got the vibe that she felt like she was better than a horror movie. I don't know, dude. I just couldn't do it. But she's not...
that's the big sister.
Yes, not Jen Ortega, the big sister. Okay. The one that's haunted by the ghost of Stu or whatever.
Got it.
Or Billy? Was that his name? Billy? Skeet Ulrich? Billy, right?
Oh, but I thought she did a good job in that other movie, the vampire movie.
Yeah, what the fuck? The invitation, the one where she's Abigail. Like a mercenary and she goes.
Yeah, Abigail.
Abigail, that's what it was. Yeah. She's got to fight Dracula's daughter.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. Maybe I just have a bad taste in my mouth for Melissa Barrera. I think if she started like an OnlyFans thing, I might be more interested.
See, that's how I feel about her little sister.
Which one?
Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega?
I fucking hate that bitch.
What the what? Have you not seen the masterpiece that is X?
Yes, I have.
Oh, she was great in X.
I thought it was repulsive to have sex with a child.
Well, she was not a child in that movie. She may have been...
she looks like she's 10.
Right, but I'm sure at some point she was like, I'm 22, so I can be in a movie or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to get rid of that image.
Well, it's pretty easy for me.
Yeah, I know. For guys, it's really simple.
You know, I can move right past that. Not a problem. What else we got here? Strangers Chapter 3 hits digital later this week, if anybody's interested. Are you caught up on the Strangers there, Monica?
Yeah, I'm waiting. I saw it this Friday. I can't wait.
Oh, you excited for this one?
Yeah, I want to finish the saga, see what the hell is going to happen next.
Now, this is Rennie Harlan directing this one. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Oh, okay. Well,
Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5 also did The Devil's Pass.
The Fly.
The sequel. The Fly. I think there was like a weird prison movie he did at some point. I don't recall. His work is very 80s, it feels like, you know? That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. What else we got here? Bad news, everybody. But, you know, with a slight uptick, it looks like Bruce Campbell has been diagnosed with cancer, but it is a quote-unquote treatable cancer. So don't expect the chin to leave us anytime soon there, Monica.
Oh, you know, I saw his picture on the news, but I didn't listen, so that's what it was about, huh?
Yep. The story that I got, it did not disclose what type of cancer or where it was or anything. Just that it was a treatable cancer, so I'm thinking like, I don't know, skin cancer or... I part of me wants to believe it's chin cancer because I feel like that would be... or cancer of the left hand, and he's going to have to chop it off himself.
I hate to say it, but if he shows up anywhere and he's lost about 40 pounds, it's not treatable. That's just what I dealt with.
That's what you dealt with?
Yeah, with all of these people that say, we got this covered, we're going to fight it. Bullshit.
Well, then your hair falls out, and you kind of look like a zombie. And then you show up, and everybody has to tell you how brave you are. Because, all right, we're going off on a tangent here. We're getting a little sideways there, Monica. That's all we got on the horror news. I think it's time for some listener mail.
Oh boy.
Listener mail.
Oh, fandoozy there, Monica. We got an email coming all the way from Sydney, Australia, right to us.
All right.
It's from our main team. Subject line, Darian, why are you a fuckhead? Wow. Question of the ages there, Tim. It's like asking what is the meaning of life? Why is the sky blue? And why is Darian a fuckhead? Good question. I don't have an answer for you. We'll just blame it on my upbringing for now. That sounds good. Hello, fellow horror friends. How is everyone this week? I'm great. Thanks for asking. Terradome to start with. This one is hard. It's taken me time to think about this one, but I'm going to have to go with the vampires since I don't like Nazis. That's fair. Tim is down for the vampires over the Nazis. So that is going to be that, and that is just fine, Tim. Quick question for you, Darian. Why are you a fuckhead? Why do you make the sound effect of horror news so loud and annoying that I need to turn down the volume every time I make sure my eardrums don't burst? Do you secretly hate us? I think so. Just kidding. You know I love you. That's it for me this week. Much love to you all. Tim? That's a very good question, Tim. And there's actually some thought went into the shrill openings of all the segments here in the padded room. So let me explain this to you how I see it. I have to drive a lot for work. And in doing so, I listen to a lot of podcasts. And especially when it's just nothing but talking podcasts, I will start off listening intently. And I listen to a lot of books, too. I will start off listening intently. But as I round about the 10, 15-minute mark, my mind just starts to drift away. I just start thinking about, fucking flag football and goddamn horror movies and, that chick had a nice set of boobs. You know what, whatever. And then by the time I get to my destination, I've completely forgot what I was listening to because I'm off in my own head. So the point of the shrill openings to all the segments here is just in case you're on the road or you're listening to us and you tend to drift off, I'm going to zap you back, you motherfuckers. You're not getting away from me that easy. I'm going to get my claws in your head and I'm going to go, no. We're talking about horror news now, you fucking asshole. Come on back to me. I know you're thinking about when the last time you got an oil change was, but that's you're done with that. Now it's time to listen to me and Monica talk about horror news. So that's why that happens. And you should definitely turn the volume up and try to shatter a window or something when that intro rolls. So that's how that goes down there, Tim. Thank you for writing in, though, and I'm glad we could unlock the mystery of the shrill, screeching sounds of the horror news and listener mail. We do have some voicemails to get to here, Monica. Let's see what we got.
Okay.
Alrighty, here comes our main man in Alabama. Alan is in the house.
Added room. How's it going?
What's
Hope
up, Alan?
everybody's doing good. Let's see, Terradome, give me the vampires.
Ah, shit.
Oh. I gotta go back and listen and remember the clues for Who's Mr. Darien.
Okay.
Anyway, I watched Predator Badlands.
What do you think of that?
I really liked it, yeah. There's Disney or Marvel elements or whatever, but it doesn't stop it from being an entertaining movie.
Okay.
Thought it was really good. As far as, if I were going to power rank the Predator franchise, it'd be the first one, Prey, Badlands, Predators,
Yeah.
The Predator, and lastly, Predator 2.
Well,
I'm just not
hold
that big
on.
a fan of Predator 2. I don't know.
Excuse you?
I just don't buy Danny Glover as kicking the Predator's ass.
Well, he didn't.
Anyway, I'm going to go back. Let's see what else I watch. Polar, which is an action flick on Netflix.
Polar.
It was pretty good.
About a polar bear?
And then I watched
bipolar chick.
like 3.5 hour Bollywood crime epic called Dundahar or something like that, which ended up being really, really good.
I know. I have not seen
I'll
it. But
call back with who I think Mr. Darien
everybody's
is.
raving about these Bollywood movies, man. I can't. I'm just not. Call me, I guess, call me a racist. Call me closed-minded. Call me Bollywoodophobic. I don't know, man. I've tried a couple of them. That RRR one, I got a good 45 minutes in. I'm like, oh, it's just fuck. What? More musical numbers? What? No, I'm out, dude. I'm out. Right on. Thanks for calling in, Alan. I got you locked in for the vampires. Let's see if he called back. It looks like he did. What a guy. Here he comes again. Alan.
Borderland. So that band I told you about when we played Brujia,
Yeah.
they took a lot of their inspiration and gimmick from that actual case, the narco Satanists and stuff.
Yeah.
That's all. All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Beautiful. Thanks for calling back, Alan. You got me on Borderlands. It's fascinating stuff, and I always kind of... I mean, is it in poor taste for a metal band to take inspiration from true crime events? Well, I guess not, right? We have the Black Dahlia Murder. That's a pretty good band, but not all of their songs are specifically about the Black Dahlia Murder. What else you got? You got other band. Monica, what are some other bands that take their inspiration from true crime? Skinned. They're not, I don't know. They do like, they're like a weird dark syntho thing. Have you ever heard Skinned, Monica? Did we lose you? Oh, shit. Monica, are you there? All right, we lost Monica.
I'm here.
Oh, there she is. She was off getting skinned, I think.
Doesn't the Misfits also sing about? Well, they sing about the movies.
They
the
do.
Horror movies.
Yeah, so does Ice Nine Kills.
Yes.
But like, I mean, there is no band that I know of called the Manson Family. That I know of. I'm sure, now that I think about it, I'm sure there's one out there somewhere. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not really in poor taste because it is kind of like public domain. And they are like death metal by definition, so it's only fair. I mean, if, what's his name there? Varg Vikernes can take a literal suicide photo and make it the album cover for Venom, then I guess the gloves are off and you can do whatever the fuck you want, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard Brujia? The band that Alan's talking about.
I checked it out before. It's not for me.
It's not bad. There's a couple of catchy tunes in there.
Yeah, you got to be in the mood for that.
You got to be in the mood, and it helps a lot if you speak Spanish. So,
Yeah.
but like the riffs were pretty good. The music videos are fucking bananas. But what is kind of off-putting to me is that these events did happen. There was like this weird Nganga cult south of the border that was capturing and killing American college students for various
I saw
parts.
the true stories.
Oh, yeah. Last podcast on the left did like a 4-part episode. It was a whole ass thing. But that was like the early 80s, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Early to mid 80s. So it's not like it just happened, but it is still kind of spooky, and it speaks to the death metal vibe of the music. So I don't know, man. Draw your own conclusions, I guess. I'm talking myself in circles here. Alan, we got your votes. Tim, sorry I'm a fuckface, but I explained to you why I did that, so there's that. Monica, you got anything for Alan or Tim?
Thanks, you two.
You guys are the best. You knew that. And now, my friends, it's time to get into a legitimate, scary, frightening horror film. Are you ready for this, Monica?
Oh, heck yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
Do we really have to do this now? I'm literally about to start my first shifts. Anybody in here?
You are the lucky rookie to work the very last shift in this mausoleum. All 911 calls have been rerouted to the new station, so it should be quiet.
Sanford Police Department.
Help me. I'm trapped. I think they might all be dead. Do you want to get out of here alive?
I am a dancing flame. I'll destroy your home. The ones that lie within your heart. The ones you pray for.
There's so much blood splashing around in there.
She fell to her knees and bowed to the king. That's what Paimon means. It was destined. The king of hell.
I'm not ashamed of what I do. I like you. I'm gonna come back for you and all you love. Mark my words.
Ooh, it's The Last Shift from 2014, Monica. This one only got 5.8 stars on IMDb, which I feel is tragic. Yeah, I know. It's written and directed by Anthony de Blasio. Stars Juliana Hargavy, Josh Michael, and Hank Stone. It's got a hard R rating, and rightfully so, my man. Woo! This is what horror should be, my friends. It's that simple. There's no humor here. Well, no, there's not any humor here. This is just a one location, one person, terrifying, 8 or 9 hours. And it's enough to make anybody, myself included, want to just leave the premises and never ever come back and turn in my resignation. I don't know about you, Monica. But I would have been begging that homeless dude just to hang out with me, just because I don't want to be alone in this fucking place.
Yeah, maybe.
Most likely the prostitute, because she seemed all right. It is the first shift of a young police officer, Monica, and she's got a pretty cake assignment, so we think. Her only job tonight, on her own, is to sit in this closing police precinct for the next 8 to 10 hours, wait for a hazmat team to show up and remove some hazardous evidence, weird drug paraphernalia, clothing with blood and other fluids on them, For whatever reason, the department outsources that to a specific hazmat company to come and get this shit, take it away, and destroy it. So all this young lady has to do, her first night on a job, is sit alone in this deserted police precinct and just watch the time go by on the clock.
Yep.
Easy enough, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is 2014, so the smartphone isn't as prevalent, so there'll be no watching of YouTube clips. There'll be no sexting your crippled husband. There'll be no anything of that nature. You're just there by yourself. You got a flip phone, which is handy, but I don't know if you remember the days of the flip phone. You can't do a whole lot with those fucking things. So, Nope. So that's what you got. She's having a little conversation with her mom on the in her squad car before she actually walks in. A lot of, okay, take it easy. I'll be fine. It's my first night. You're making me nervous. Okay, I'm just going to go in there. Everything's cool, Mom. I got it. Everything's cool. And then she goes inside, and it's very Backrooms-esque. Did you ever get a chance to check out the Backrooms, Monica?
No, I did not.
Okay, I will send you a link to that when the show's over. But It's very well lit. It's very empty. It's very quiet. There's a lot of twisting hallways and holding cells and like break rooms and locker rooms, and there's a weight room in the back, and there's a lot of room here to stretch out and a lot of places for like hiding and creeping around and things like that. So it's very Backrooms-esque in that regard. She gets in there. The first thing she hears is what sounded to me like somebody getting the shit kicked out of them. Just a lot of banging and thrashing and what the hell's going on. So she's like, excuse me there, here I am. I'm here to watch the place. And we meet her, the guy that she's relieving, a lieutenant by the name of Grip. And this is a salty prick right here. Well, I guess he is salty. Now, here's something I didn't pick up on the first couple of times I watched this movie. Tell me if you picked up on this. He sees her. He's like, what the fuck are you doing here? And she's like, I'm Officer Lauren. I'm here to relieve you. The first thing he says is turn around.
Yes.
Do you understand why he said that now?
No.
Okay. Okay. No, I didn't get it either. Like the first, I've seen this movie many times, and I didn't get it until this. I watched it last night. Now I understand it, but we'll get to that here later on in the movie. So she's like, okay. She turns around, starts walking away, and he's like, wait, you fucker! I didn't say leave. I said turn around. So she turns back around, and now he's seeing her, and he's like, okay. I guess you're a rookie, I can tell, because you just walked right in here. So this guy does not want to be here, Monica.
Nope.
He gives her like a quick 5-minute tour of the place. Here's the holding cells. Don't worry about these. Here's the fucking evidence room. When the hazmat guys get here, they're going to take all this shit. He gives her a little crap. He's like, oh, every dangerous criminal in this neighborhood is going to be trying to break in here and steal this stuff. You gotta fight them all off. And she's like, what? Yeah, I'm just fucking with you. But a little bit of that, a little bit of, hey, you're here, so what the fuck am I doing here? All you got to do is sit at that desk and stay awake, and everything is good to go.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, okay, everything's going to be quiet. Hazmat will be here between, I think he said like 8 p.m. and 4 a.m., which is a huge window right there. So just chill out. Everything's going to be good. All the 911 calls have been rerouted to the new station, which is right down the street. You got nothing to worry about. It's the easiest night of your life right here. So she's like, okay, great. He takes off, and now she is left alone in the police precinct all by herself. First thing that happens, the fucking phone rings, Monica.
Yes.
So much for those routed calls. It's a panicked young lady, and she's talking about how she was abducted. Oh, shit, what am I going to do? I don't know. I'm terrified. And she's doing her best, Officer Lauren. She's like, okay, what do you hear anything? What's going on? And this young lady is freaking out, and then the line goes dead. So Officer Lauren does her due diligence. She calls the regular precinct, and she's like, hey, man, I just got this call. This chick's freaking out. And they're like, well, all the calls have been rerouted to us. I don't know how you got a call. And she's like, yeah, I don't know. So the guy on the other line is like, well, I will make sure that they're still being rerouted to us. And you just keep on sitting there by yourself. And she's like, well, okay. But if she calls back, then I'm going to get her last name and we're going to try to get some more information. So she hangs up. This is when the creepy shit starts, man. It starts off with some banging around in the back rooms. She gets brave. She's like, okay, I thought you left, Lieutenant Grip. What are you doing? And she goes back there to investigate. Of course, there's nothing there. And as the night goes on, this paranormal activity is only going to get worse and worse and bloody and disgusting and funky. And it's not going to end well at all, man. It doesn't go well at all for Officer Lauren. We start off simple enough with the banging around. She goes back there. There's nothing there. She goes snooping around. There's nothing there on the other side. And then she hears the banging coming from the front lobby area. So she's like, oh, somebody's fucking with me. Maybe Officer Grip is still here. So she goes running up there. And there's a homeless dude like outside the front door. So she's like, what's going on? She goes out there. He's gone. But then he like rematerializes in the lobby where he promptly urinates all over the place. And she's like, you fucking jerk off. So she like has the baton, the collapsing baton. She's like, all right, you jack off, get out of here. So she like muscles him out the door and then she mops up the floor like a good cop. And she's like, okay, that was a little weird and disturbing. And I didn't care for that. What a jackass. But everything's cool. It's just like a weird homeless dude. Got him out of the building. We're all good. She goes back to the break room where she starts eating her sandwich, and she immediately starts coughing up these long black hairs. Yeah. I can't handle hair in my food, man.
Me either.
The only thing I think that would be worse than finding hair in my food would be a clipped fingernail.
If I even find dog hair in my food, I will throw it away.
Okay, we're gonna part ways on that because I got a couple of dogs here and they shed like fucking assholes.
Oh, me too.
No, I know yours are way worse than mine. I can tell you that. Right, I've been to your house. It's pretty bad. But like at this point, I'm just so used to finding dog hair in my food, I just kind of pick it off and flick it. So. I mean, if I threw everything away that had dog hair on it, I'd probably starve to death within a week, Monica. So that's just me. Anyway, starts coughing up these long black hairs. It's very Ring-esque. She's like, she like kind of composes herself, goes back to her desk. About this time, she gets the second phone call. Again, the young lady is all panicked and freaked out. I think they killed the others. There's girls here, and I think they killed them all. And she's like, okay, where are you? What's going on? And she's like, I don't know. They kidnapped me. Well, can you hear anything? She's like, I think I hear the sound of pigs. And she's like, okay, so you're like at a farm? And she's like, yeah, I think it's a farm. I don't know. And then the line goes dead again. So, good news. We got a first name. This young lady's name is Monica, ironically enough. And
me calling.
it was you. No, you wouldn't be calling. They'd be calling about you, my dear. Oh, God damn it. We picked this chick up off the road, and she is fucking crazy, man. She put Ned in a headlock, and she gouged out Jeff's eyeballs. You got to come get us, man. This girl is crazy. Anyway, she calls the dispatcher again, and he's like, okay, well, if Monica calls back, get her last name, try to get some more information. She's like, okay, but why are these calls coming to me? And they're like, well, all 911 calls have been rerouted to us. I verified that, so the only way they could be calling you is if they're calling that station directly. So somehow she must have got that particular phone number. Figure out what the hell's going on there, and then we can make some moves. So she's like, okay, well, next time she calls, if she calls again, I'll try to figure that out. Hangs up the phone, a little off-put, more banging around the back area of the precinct. Goes back there, goes to like the evidence locker, and first it seems like just some banging pipes. like a bunch of like weird pipe sounds. So she's like, okay, well, whatever, dude. It's an old building. That's probably why they're tearing it down. She goes back in and sits at her desk, hears more banging around. This time she goes back there, and she finds one of the rear exit doors, like, smashed open, and like a filing cabinet, almost like somebody on the inside picked up a filing cabinet and smashed it through the door, and now that door is just kind of propped open. So she's like, oh, what the fuck? That was creepy. So she picks that up, closes the door, locks it. She's like, all right, I kind of feel like I might be being fucked with a little bit, like somebody here is having fun with me or something. So she's like, all right, well, you guys are assholes. I'm not buying into any of this shit, but whatever. Goes back and sits down at her desk for a hot second, and then she hears more banging around. And this time it's coming from the what was the locker room. Now, this part is one of my favorite parts of the whole movie. She goes in there, and this is where we start to get a little exposition into the character here, Monica. She goes in there, and she's like, oh, fuck yeah, the old locker room. All the lockers are closed except for one of them is kind of a little bit ajar. So she opens that one up, and she finds a picture of an old guy and a little girl. Now, there was some allusion to it at the beginning of the movie about Dad being a cop and what was going on there with why Mom was a little nervous about this. And now we're coming to understand that her dad was a cop. This picture is of her and her dad. This was probably her dad's locker. We don't know what happened with or to Dad just yet, other than this is very sentimental for her. And she's like looking at the picture, oh, me and my dad when I was a little girl. And then she turns around and all of the lockers are wide open all of a sudden. So she's like, oh, what the fuck is this now? But then as soon as like that clicks into place, the phone rings again. So she goes hauling ass back to the main lobby where she answers the phone, and she's like, okay, Monica, is this you? She's like, yeah, that's scary. I think they killed all the girls. And she's like, okay, what, Monica, just chill out for a hot second. Give me some more information. She gets Monica's last name. It's Monica Young. So she's like, okay, well, where were you? Where did you get kidnapped from? Do you know anything? Do you know what's going on? But all she's getting is these panic cries from Monica about how the quote-unquote other girls are dead and they probably killed them. We don't know who that is yet. Okay, creepy shit, man. You are definitely in a haunted police precinct, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on with these phone calls. You want to try to help somebody, but they're not really helping you help them. And in the meantime, you're still locked in this place. So now we have kind of a crisis of conscience because the rational thing to do, Monica, would be to just get the fuck out of there.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can easily keep an eye on the place from your car in the parking lot. But at the same,
I would have.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm not. No. Or what I would probably do is go try to find that homeless guy and at least get him to come in there and sit down with me and just kind of hang out. You know, I'll buy him some beers. We can play board games. Just don't leave. Just don't. I know that you pissed in here earlier, and I didn't appreciate that. But still, I'm okay if you there's a toilet you can use. Just don't leave, and don't piss in here again, please, sir. Anyway, she's all freaked out. But that she wants to leave, that much is obvious, because this place is making her very uneasy. And at the same time, she can't leave because she is a police officer, and she's getting these panicked phone calls from somebody in distress. She wants to do her job. She wants to do the right thing. Okay. She's like, all right, well, fucking shit, man. She calls the dispatcher back. Okay, I got a full name. It's Monica Young. She's been abducted from somewhere locally, I suppose, and now she's being held at this farm. She says there's other girls involved and they might be dead. I don't know. The dispatcher is like, okay, well, we'll check back out. Well, I'll check on that and we'll see what we come up with. Now things are getting even creepier here around the precinct. Right behind Officer Lauren there at the main desk, they have those big rolling filing cabinets. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You got to be like a sea ship captain to get to the file that you want, because you got to turn the wheel and then turn it back and then try to remember the Dewey Decimal System or whatever. And those things are just banging, smacking into each other all night long. and it's freaking her right out because she's supposed to be the only one there, right? That makes sense.
Yeah.
So she's like, got her weapon drawn, and she's going behind the sea captain filing cabinets. What the hell's going on? I don't know, man. I don't know. But she sits back down, and then she looks up at the ceiling, and somebody has written the word "sow" on the ceiling, which the first couple of times I saw this movie, I thought it was MOS, as in military occupational specialty, as if to say she had some military occupation. But knowing what I know now, it's clearly sow. So I was looking at it upside down and not her. Or maybe she was looking at it upside. It's supposed to be sow is what I'm getting at. There's no hint of any ex-military operation in this movie, so I don't know why I thought that would make sense. It just did to me, so okay. Sow, by the way, is a female pig. Little fun fact for you. At this point, we're getting more banging around in the back, so she's like, fucking shit. Now, we saw earlier in the movie that back door was propped open by the flying filing cabinet, so there is a very real possibility that somebody is in the building with her. She freaks right out, draws her weapon, and goes running back there. Police officer, come out with your hands up, you fucking assholes. She gets to the back, and then the fucking lights go out, Monica. Mm-hmm. Shit. Bad news. Now she's in the dark. Good news. She's got a flashlight. She's like, okay, what the hell's going on? She hears a bunch of papers fluttering and more banging around. She goes to a back storage area where we find the same piss pants homeless guy rifling through a bunch of files and throwing shit around. And he's like climbed up on top of some shelves. So he's like up on the top of a bookcase, and he's just whipping files around, like throwing them off. And I guess he was looking for something. I don't know what he was looking for. We don't really know. But anyway, she's like, all right, you asshole, get down from there. You're clearly retarded or drunk or high. So let's come on down here. Let's get this sorted out. She gets him down. She gets him down into like the main area where the lights are still working, apparently. And she's like, all right, jack off. I'm going to put you in this holding cell. You're going to sleep it off for a little while, and then I'll come check on you. Somehow, in the process of that, the lights go out again. Mm-hmm. She somehow fucks herself all up and gets locked in there with the homeless guy, which has got to be the most embarrassing thing you could possibly do on your first night as a police officer. I'm glad I'm not her. Even if she does keep her job after that, the amount of bullshit she's going to take from her coworkers is going to that's going to follow her around for years. So there's that. Anyway, she's locked in here in the holding cell with the homeless dude. She's like, all right, look, you just stay over there. Hello, is anybody out there? You got to come let me out. We get like a crazy kind of a psychedelic flash with her flashlight getting spun around. It's dark in there, and everything. She's like, oh, I got you. Oh, wait, hey. Like a quick little tussle. At one point, we think that the homeless guy like knocks her down and gets her flashlight. The reason we say that is because there is somebody in the cell holding the flashlight on her, like, hey, I'm shining my light at you. And she's like, okay, homeless dude, give me back my flashlight. Don't forget that I do have a gun here and I can shoot you. So how about you just give me that flashlight and we'll figure a way out of here. But then the flashlight turns and we see the homeless dude is unconscious sitting in the corner. So that means there is now a third party involved in this in the cell with these two. So she's like, okay, I don't know who you are, but you gotta give me that flashlight and you gotta get us out of here. I'll let you off with a warning and go ahead and do that right now. And I'm a peace officer. And then we get more like spinning flashlight action, like more crazy psychedelic strobe kind of a deal. And then she comes to and the door cracks open and the lights are all back on again. And she's like, oh, I don't know what happened. But she pops out. She locks the door with the homeless guy in there. She's like, okay, Jesus, I just had some kind of a spell. Let me just go back out to the main area and try to calm myself down a little bit. She gets back out there. Gets another phone call. Again, panicked Monica Young, screaming about dead girls and what the hell's going on. I don't know. She's like, okay, well, just is there a weapon or anything you can get? Is there something you can do? Do you have any idea where you are at all whatsoever? And Monica's just freaking out the whole time. And then, of course, the line goes dead. So at this point, Officer Lauren is like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. This is what it's like to be a police officer, man? I would rather be out in a gunfight with drug dealers. I'm stuck in a haunted precinct dealing with piss pants homeless dudes. By myself, mind you. Fuck. So she's like, oh, Jesus Christ, whatever. She just kind of sits back and relaxes for a minute, and then she realizes that there's somebody standing outside the front door. She looks up. It appears to be an attractive, somewhat buxom young lady, Monica, and she's like, oh, well, hello. Or at least I was like, oh, well, hello. She's like, hell, man. She goes out there and she's like, hey, man, you can't just be hanging around here. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say this young lady was a bit of a prostitute.
Absolutely.
I wasn't going to jump to any conclusions, but she was presenting in a certain way. She had a very low-cut top and a nice rack to go with it. And she also had a black eye.
That probably came from the pimp.
Well, or she could be training for some kind of an MMA bout. I don't know. I'm not jumping to any conclusions here, Monica. But Officer Lauren goes out there and she's like, hey, man, you can't be hanging around here. And we meet this young lady. Her name is Marigold. She is, in fact, a prostitute. We know that because she won't leave the precinct until a certain car drives by. So she's like, okay, well, I'm just going to hang here until that guy fucks off. And then we get a little backstory on what the hell is actually going on here. Marigold, the prostitute, was here in booking the night in question. And by the night in question, I mean the night when Jessica Lauren's father was actually killed here at the precinct. See, what happened was, as I'm understanding this, I could be completely wrong, there was a Manson family-esque cult operating somewhere in the area, and they were kidnapping and sacrificing young ladies. Eventually, one young lady, whose name we will not reveal just yet, got a phone call or two out to a precinct, this one in particular, and an officer who happened to be Officer Lauren's dad was the responding officer along with his partner. They got to the scene. There was a shootout. Some of the girls were rescued. Unfortunately, both officers were killed in the shootout, and the Manson-esque cult members were brought in. They're put under arrest and brought into this precinct for questioning and booking. This prostitute, Marigold. Now, a little bit of a problem with the timeline here, Miss Monica.
Yes.
Marigold appears to be in her, I'm going to say, late 20s, right?
Yeah.
And I believe, we are led to believe that this Manson family cult attack took place 20 years ago, give or take.
Right.
I'm assuming that just based on the age of Officer Lauren and when she says her father died. So if that's the case, then Marigold had to be, like 9 or 10 years old, tops, when this whole thing went down.
Oh, I thought that she was also a ghost.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I felt that. Because, ghosts don't age.
Very true.
She was there. I just assumed she was dead.
Okay. I didn't take that into consideration. That's a very real possibility. Okay. That's also a possibility. So,
but for our viewers who have never seen this movie, they wouldn't know what you and I are talking about yet.
No, they won't. Right. And we'll get more into that as the night goes on here. So Marigold tells her all about it. She's like, "Oh yeah, they came in and they were all singing this weird kind of folk song about fucking whatever. It kind of had like a Christian hymnal vibe to it, and And now she's thinking, okay, well, I've been hearing that song like in whispers throughout the building. That's kind of creepy. The name of the dude, not Charles Manson, but his name is John Michael Payman.
Mm-hmm.
That name ring any bells? Payman was the main demon in Hereditary.
Oh.
And there's there's not really a tie-in, but I guess Payman is like one of the kings of hell, and he commands 200 legions or whatever. I don't know. I'm not Catholic. I don't understand any of that shit. But little fun fact for you there. And all of his disciples, which were all these attractive young girls, were called the Payman girls. So they were like the Manson family type to come in, and they assisted with the kidnappings and murders. When at the time of the arrest, we got John Michael Payman, and we got like 5 or 6 of the Payman girls, all here at this precinct at the time. Okay, very creepy. What's her name? Marigold is like, okay, well, my pimp left, so I'm going to walk off. She does that. Back inside, Officer Lauren is walking around. She goes into the interrogation room, and all the TVs immediately start playing the interrogation tapes of John Michael Payman and the Payman family. And they're all like these happy, giddy, somewhat attractive, but kind of homely looking chicks. Oh, you know what a girl's face looks like when you hit it with a baseball bat? She doesn't even look human anymore. And here comes Michael Payman, and he's like, oh, you don't get it, man. God's not real. God's he's like the devil, but he got promoted. And there's, the devil that you know is actually like a god and wait. I don't know. None of it made any sense to me, but that's fine. A lot of religious spew, very Manson family-esque, but with like some light undertones of Catholicism, I would say, and biblical references, but still very Manson-esque in like their hippie presentation, I would say. Like they all looked very flower powery, and John Michael Payman had like the crazy facial hair and the long hair, so we're in the same vibe, I would say. What do you think, Monica?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, a lot of inspiration taken. That's fine. But anyway, more of this nonsense. We get like a cool little flashback of the actual interrogations where all the girls are laughing at the cops. And John Michael Payman is like, you don't get it, man. I'm the crazy one. You're the crazy one. And then we get like a weird... I guess it was almost ice skating-esque, like synchronized swimming montage with the office chairs in that room where they all start like spinning together and kind of like doing pirouettes and stuff around Officer Lauren, which is creepy. I'd scare the piss out of me if I was there, but at the same time, like as far as choreography goes, I thought it was kind of nice. The way they're all doing it in tandem and stuff. Very artistic in a weird office environment situation. I don't know, man. I just thought it was kind of neat.
Poltergeist way.
Yeah, but if I was there, I'd be like, oh, look at this. This is kind of cool, actually. So this one comes in this way, and then that one goes around. All right. Stupid. Anyway, she's freaked right out. She's like, Jesus Christ, man, I'm losing my fucking mind here. So she goes back out to the main hallway after all of that, where she receives yet another phone call from Monica Young. And this time Monica is explaining that she escaped from the farm, and she's made her way out into what appears to be some dark wilderness area. So Officer Lauren is like, okay, dude, I need you to just hang up and call 911. Quit calling this number. Call 911. They'll get somebody out there to help you. And she's like, I don't know. I'm going to try. But then the line goes dead again. So Officer Lauren calls dispatch, and she's like, okay, I got that name I gave you. Monica Young, she says she's escaped, and she's somewhere outside of a farm, somewhere close. So she also mentioned these dead girls. And the guy on the other line is like, okay, whoa. I looked up the name Monica Young. She died a long time ago. She was part of this Payman family cult. She was one of the victims, actually. So I don't know what you think is going on. And that now Officer Lauren is like, oh, what the fuck? Now, the guy on the other line is like, okay, I wasn't going to bring this up, but since it appears to be happening, look, the Payman massacre happened after they were arrested. They basically managed to get free of their holding cells and got some weapons, and then there was a big shootout with the cops there in the precinct, and they all got killed, which sucks. But at the same time, once that was over, some really weird shit started happening at the precinct. It started with like some weird phone calls and then some weird sounds coming from the back, and then nobody felt comfortable being alone in the place. And he's explaining all this to Officer Lauren, and she's going, okay, what the fucking fuck? I am now officially terrified. And she's about to freak right out, but then there's a bang, bang, bang at the front door. So she's like, oh, fuck me. All right. You know what? I'm going to hang up the phone. I'm going to go see what's going on. She goes out there, and it's another cop. And she's like, oh, God, thank fucking Christ. She lets him in, and she's like, okay, what, are you here to fuck with me too, or what? And he's like, no, I just stopped by to check on you. It's a big, burly guy. He looks like a standard cop type, right? Big, burly guy. He comes in, he's like, hey, it's your first night. I thought I would stop by and check on you. And she's like, well, I'm busy. Fuck off. And he's like, oh, yeah, I can see how busy you are sitting here reading books. So they sit down, they have a little chit-chat, and he's like, hey, my name is Officer Price. I actually remember your dad. I know how stressful this job can be. If you need anything, give me a call. And she's like, okay, well, I had a homeless guy come in here and piss on the floor. And he's like, that's okay. I had a guy shit in the back of my squad car once. She's like, oh, perfect. And he's like, all right, well, I got to go. I'm going to get up out of here and go back to fighting crime and stuff. And she's like, okay, well, thanks for stopping by. He gets up, he turns around and leaves, and that's when she notices that the back of his head has been blown out, and he is actually probably a dead guy. He goes around the corner, he walks past the window, and then he completely vanishes.
Yes.
And that, Monica, is why I believe Lieutenant Grip told her to turn around as soon as he saw her. Because he probably had a similar experience with somebody, ghost dude.
Oh, that makes sense.
See what I'm saying there? That all stalled. Yeah. And that also, I don't know if that really explains why he was beating the shit out of the water cooler, but that's what I think anyway. Because as soon as Officer Price turns around, you're like, oh, you're a fucking dead guy too, you maniac. And then he just vanishes. And this is where things really get creepy, as if that wasn't creepy enough. She's like, oh, Officer Price tries to follow him out. He's gone, man. He was never there.
Right.
She's freaked right out, dude. She's like, okay. I'm clearly just stressed out. I'm losing my mind. I don't know what's happening. Everything's kind of freaky right now. I'm just going to sit here and kind of read my book for a hot second. She goes down the hallway, looking for Officer Price. She turns around, and this is probably the best part of the whole movie, in my opinion. She turns around, and there is like a dead guy laying on the floor with a bag over his head in the main entrance. And she's like, well, that wasn't there a second ago. But then the fucking guy like starts to slide on his back up, not towards her, but like just so that he's blocking the hallway. And then in a very kind of marionette kind of a move, it's almost like somebody picks up the dead guy with like strings or something and then is like puppeteering him towards her in slow motion, which is scary as fuck, man. That's nightmare fuel if ever there was any. Monica, what do you think of that?
Yeah, it was, to me, I think it was somebody else picking up the guy.
Clearly. I don't know who else, but goddamn, scary as shit. I don't know about you, man, but I've always had these very strange nightmares since I was a kid of like monsters or zombies or vampires or whatever running after me in slow motion. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And then I'm always like, haha, fucker, I'm fast as shit. You ain't going to catch me. And then I turn to run and my feet just don't work all of a sudden. Or they're nailed to the floor. Or I'm running it in a sea of mashed potatoes. I don't know what that is. But it scares the fucking shit out of me, man. And that's exactly what's going on here. she's like, oh, fuck this. So she ducks around the corner. And it's worth mentioning that not only does he do like a pirouette move, but then he kind of goes into like weird, almost like a headbanger, slow motion headbanger dance for a quick second, which is also terrifying, but it's also in slow motion. It's weird, man. I know I'm not doing it justice, but it's scary as shit. She pops out around the corner with her weapon drawn, thinking, I'm just going to riddle this asshole. And, of course, he's vanished. And now, about this time, is when our homeless dude in the holding cell wakes up, and he's like, oh, my God, they're trying to kill me. You got to get me out of here. What the hell? So she's like, oh, shit. So she runs back there, checks on the homeless dude. Yeah, he's scared as fuck. And when he, like, turns around, you see a bunch of hanging people behind him, so that's scary. And she's like, oh, fuck, man, I probably should let you out of there, but I'm not going to because you did piss on my floor, and I don't want to clean that up again, so let's just keep you in there for now where there's a toilet. So she hauls ass out of there, leaving the homeless guy in there with the hanging people. Now she's officially on the verge of pissing her pants and or going crazy at the very least. She's like, oh, fuck, what am I going to do now? I don't know. This place is crazy. I'm going to do the best logical thing. I'm going to call the hazmat people, and I'm going to tell them that I'm just going to be waiting in my car, and I will be sitting in my car waiting, and I'm not setting another foot in this place. So she goes out. She goes back to the lobby. She calls the hazmat people. She's like, dude, I'll be in the car, man. I'll see you when you pull up, and I'll let you in. I'll get you all your shit, and then we'll all get out of here together. How's that sound? He's like, yeah, great. Give me 2.5 hours. I'll be there. So she's like, okay. Does exactly what I would have done hours ago. Locks the door. Walks the fuck out of there. Headed to her car. And the fucking phone rings again, Monica. Ow! Which reignites the whole police officer gotta serve and protect thing. So she's like, ah! Lets it ring 2 or 3 times, and she comes running back in because she knows it's Monica, the Monica Young, and she has to do something to try to help her. So she answers the phone. All right, Monica, where are you at now? I don't know. I got free, but I don't know what's happening. So okay. And then of course the line goes dead. But she's like, well, I know that was probably a ghost I'm talking to, but I should probably still try to help. Now she's hearing the singing coming from the back rooms. Mm-hmm. Goes back there. All the Manson girls are like sitting in a half circle, having like a kumbaya circle situation, but they all have bloody masks on, and they're all singing that weird Christian hymnal. So she's like, okay, you freaky fucks. And then she goes into like another weird hypnotic kind of thing where she passes out. She wakes up, and now her duty belt is gone, to include her gun, her baton, her radio, her pepper spray, all the shit that cops wear. It's all gone. And she wakes up in the hallway, and there's like a bunch of crime scene photos laying on the floor. And the first one, of course, that she finds is her dad's dead body, riddled full of bullet holes. And she's like, oh, God. Now I'm just being fucked with by ghosts, and this is terrible. She kind of has like a cathartic moment where she's crying and weeping, and then she opens her eyes again, and now the entire hallway is full of these crime scene photos, and they're all neatly laid out in a way almost like an evidence board or some kind. And she's like, why are you doing this to me? And then they all burst into flames, Monica, which is a fire hazard. And now would be a good time, I think, to pull the fire alarm and be like, well, the place is on fire. I had to leave. So I don't know how that happened. I hope somebody got that homeless dude out of there. But the place is on fire, or so she thinks. So she rolls out of there, and she is terrified at this point. She's either going crazy with grief or post-traumatic stress or something. I don't know. But then gets yet another one of these weird psychedelic things. And this time she kind of goes into a dream state where she gets there's like a weird music montage of all the, mugshot photos, plus various interrogation tapes, plus like the sounds of the shootout, plus like the Payman family making their religious edicts about how sacrifices have to be made and all this horse shit. Very scary. And then she finally comes out of that, and she is like freaking right out. She hears banging around, so she's like, okay, gets up, sees somebody walking past the back hallway, so she goes chasing after her. And as she's coming around the corner, she gets whacked in the face with her own baton. Knocked out, dragged into an interrogation room where she is now being interrogated by one of the Payman family. And she's like, oh, you think you know everything, you fucking cop? Oh, well, what if I shoot you with your own gun, you fucker? Blah, 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 blah. She's very cute with all of this. It's one of these Payman girls. And she's basically like a college-age girl, hippie type. And she thinks she's got all the answers. And she's going on and on about how Payman is the man, John Michael Payman is the man, and nobody understands anything, and blah, blah, blah. And then eventually she puts the gun in her own mouth and blows her own head off. Worst interrogator ever, Monica. So Officer Lauren is like, what the fuck, man? This is my first night on the job. I got people shooting themselves. I'm getting knocked out with my own baton. God damn it. Bad news. Good news is she gets all of her stuff back because the duty belt was right there on the chair. So she's like, I'm just going to take my gun and my baton and my radio. I'm going to call for backup because we got a bunch of shit going on here. She's walking out and she walks past the homeless guy's cell where we find that he has hung himself, which is nasty. But not only has he hung himself, but he managed to do it with his hands cuffed behind his back. Now, how is that going to look when the news gets a hold of that?
Well, it doesn't matter.
I guess not. It's just a movie.
He might not be real.
No, probably not. But whatever. It just adds to the stress of the evening. And I'm going to glaze past a lot of this because we're already going long. To make a long story short, if I still can, she gets fucked with some more throughout the end of the night. We meet our baseball bat victim, who was like a ghost in bra and panties. Had a nice body on her. A little bit of a butterface, though, considering she's been attacked with a baseball bat. Eventually, she gets a call on her personal phone from her dad, who we know is dead. And her dad says, hey, baby, they're coming for you. The whole Payman family, they're coming to get you. You got to fight them off. You got to do your job. And she's like, okay, Dad, I'll do my best. And then, like, one of the doors gets kicked in, and a bunch of dudes wearing these bloody masks come running in. And she just goes Officer John McClane on these fuckers. She's just blasting them left and right. And one of them, I think, had a shotgun or something, and she's taking them out and hitting and rolling and really doing a good job of kicking some ass here. And then she finds the last one, and he's like, yeah, bitch, yeah, well, we told you we'd come back for you because we'd kill everybody that pig loved, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, what? And then out of nowhere, she gets shot from the side, and it's Officer Grip, Lieutenant Grip, the guy that she relieved, and he shot her. And she's like, what? What are you shooting me for? You shot me? You fucking shot her right in the chest. She's probably going to die. What are you shooting me for? And then she looks up and she realizes the guy that she just shot was part of the hazmat team. And all the guys she killed were part of the hazmat team. They were there to get the fucking hazardous evidence out of the locker. But she went cuckoo bananas and killed them all because she thought they were a part of the Payman family. And that is pretty much the end of your movie there, Monica. What did you think of Last Shift?
I liked this movie. I saw it when it came out. And I've seen it a couple times here and there, but I really dug this movie.
I agree 110%. This is what every horror movie should be, dude. It's strict horror, front to back, no humor, no sexy anything, although I don't mind a little sexy here and there. But it is disturbing, dark, demented. And the best part about it, Monica, I think, is that it takes place in a very well-lit police precinct, someplace that we should all feel safe unless we're criminals, right? It's got big sturdy walls, bulletproof glass. The zombies can't get in there to get you. The vampires can't get through the floor to tunnel their way up. You're safe there. You should be 110% safe there. But
yeah, it's scary because even if you or me were in there by ourselves, you know, your head starts to fuck with you.
Oh, yeah.
And you start imagining shit.
Oh, yeah.
Hearing shit. Yeah, I think it would be fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know about fun, but like that when that homeless dude shows up, no. He is my best buddy for the night. I'm going to send them on a beer run. I'm going to say when the prostitute shows up, we're really going to have a party, Monica, because I am not going to be in that place by myself. And I've got money to spend, and we can work some things out. It's going to be, we're going to have a grand old time there at the abandoned police precinct. It's going to be amazing. But this is a great horror movie. I enjoyed it quite a bit. We're going to get into the reimagining next week. Well, I'll save my thoughts on that for next week because that one's different.
Yeah, and I was like, we're not giving anything away, but it's basically the same guy. But I was reading he redid it because he got a big budget.
Yeah, I don't think it needed that, to be honest with you, man. I think it wasn't perfect, but it was really good the way it was. And when you start throwing money at things, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. We'll get into that next week.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. That sounded very angry, by the way. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll
see, Mr. Anthony de Blasio. We'll just see about that, okay?
Yeah.
All right. It is presently streaming on Tubi and Mates, if anybody's interested. I'm sure most of you guys have seen it by now. It's definitely worth a watch if you haven't. We are going to take ourselves a little break, and we'll come back with some other stuff.
See the storm set in your eyes. See the thorn twist in your side. And I'll wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate. On a bed of nails she makes me wait. And I'll wait without you. Without you. Without you. Without you. Without you. Through the storm we reached this shore. Gave it all, but I want more. I'm waiting for you. And you give yourself away. And you give yourself away. And you give yourself away. Tight, yeah. My body bruised, she got me wet. Nothing left to lose. I can't live without you. I can't live.
Hey inmates, if you like what you hear, head over to the Padded Room Facebook group and support us through the Patreon link with a small monthly donation. Check out the T-Villain link at paddedroom.podbean.com and grab some t-shirts. Thanks for listening and enjoy the rest of the show.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, daddy. I tell you what, man, I don't think I have any interest in being a police officer at all. I hear they have a good retirement package, but not if I got to deal with haunted shit. And from what I understand, there's a lot of police officers that have like paranormal stories, Monica. You know what I'm saying? So
I would love to be a cop.
No. Now you definitely know.
I would be.
No, Monica. No. Oh, you would be on the news in about a week and a half.
I would be like Maniac Cop.
You would, and that is frightening. Speaking of frightening, I think it's time to get to the Terra Dome.
No tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in. I'll kill you all. I'll drive you crazy. I'll kill you all. I'll be the greatest ever. My worst dream come true.
6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face, with blackish eyes, the devil's eyes.
Welcome to the Terra Dome.
Let's take a look at last week's winners, shall we? In the Asylum Conference, we are in teams competition. We had the vampires versus the Nazi zombies. It's a common misconception that that which is dead cannot die. Truth of the matter is, it cannot. But it can be torn to pieces so small and insignificant that they just don't matter. That is just what the living dead of the Third Reich found out when facing Marlowe and his brood of vampires in the red streets of Barrow, Alaska. With a vote of 4-2, the vampires advance over the Nazi zombies, man. Kind of feel like that was a bit of a scam, but whatever. I get it. Nobody likes Nazis. But I feel like if they're Nazi zombies, that kind of makes them cheeky and fun, right?
I don't know. Every time I hear the word Nazi punk or Nazis, I think of that Dead Kennedys song, "Nazi punks, fuck off."
Fuck off, Nazi punks. Yeah, I get that too. That's something we haven't had was a zombie skinhead situation. Like Green Room meets Night of the Living Dead. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to get myself in trouble talking about this. All right, let's take a look at this week's matchup. As usual, inmates, bear with me. I'm not much of a writer, and this one was not easy. We are in the Inferno Conference, round 13. There is a reason people stay out of the New Jersey Pine Barrens. Some people think it's the various long-forgotten cemeteries. Some say it's the Jersey Devil. Others think it's just the filthy pinies that keep people out. But it can all be summed up with one word: haunted. The spirits of colonial soldiers, mixed with the victims of mob hits and bodies left behind never to be found, claim the Barrens as their own. Visitors are permitted, but no permanent residence is allowed by the restless dead. Unfortunately for a nomadic werewolf pack from West Virginia that is on the move, looking for a fresh hunting ground and a stretch of wilderness to claim as their own. The New Jersey Pine Barrens being the perfect spot. The shapeshifters need the barrens for its seclusion and privacy. The dead of the Pine Barrens need them to keep from passing on. Neither side can suffer the other's trespass. Teams competition, we have werewolves versus ghosts, Monica.
Oh,
yeah.
Goodness.
I don't see how a werewolf kills a ghost.
Yeah.
Unless there's like Catholic exorcist werewolves, which is a very silly movie premise, but I gotta go. I gotta take the ghosts on this one, babe. I don't know about you. I can't think of a way that the werewolves win this.
I can't either. I'm gonna have to go ghost.
That a girl. You got to use your head, man. There's no way. But I didn't think vampires could beat Nazi zombies either, and I think
we were ruled out. They were calling us fascist pigs.
That's what it was. Antifa showed up to the fucking Terradome, man. You assholes. That's what. All right, fine. Oh, there is your Terradome matchup for the weekend, mates. It is werewolves versus ghosts. Get us your votes by next week if you can. The mental health hotline is area code 775-387-0275. If you don't feel like hearing your voice on the air, you can always email us. mail@paddedroompodcast.com is the way to go there. In the meantime, we're going to tell you what movies we got to watch this week in a little segment called What Are You Looking At?
What are you looking at?
Oh, I just got one movie in this week, Monica.
Uh-huh.
It is not a good one, but it is kind of fun. It's called Debbie Does Demons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's from 2023. Let me give you some of the cast here. You have Jessa Jupiter Flux. You have Angela Nicole Bradford. Does any of these names ring any bells?
No, these must be porn stars.
They are all porn stars, my dear. Rebecca Reinhart, who I'm pretty sure is actually a dude. It's silly. There's plenty of boobs in here, and they're fine. They're okay boobs. It's a lot of fat chicks getting naked, man. And there's a nonsensical story about this medieval witch that is coming back to haunt everybody, but she can't keep her tits inside of her shirt, and we need another stripper, exorcist, but she's having trouble making ends meet, so she doubles as a stripper. I feel like this is what happens when you get all your friends together and you say, let's make a movie, and then you all just start throwing ideas out, and nobody says no to anybody. So you just get this weird amalgamation of tits and girl-on-girl action and like, wouldn't it be hot if I was like a demon chick and like all the dudes were chasing me because they wanted to fuck me, but I was like, oh no, I'm a demon, so I just like put them all on fire and they all died screaming because I'm a hot demon chick. And that's basically the premise of your movie, man. If I was 12 and I didn't have access to X videos, I could beat off to this one because there's plenty of boobs in it. Not the best boobs I've ever seen. To be honest with you, I find myself like, okay, so I'm going to go off on a little bit of a tangent here. There's a movie out there called The Call Girl of Cthulhu. And it's also, it's not that dissimilar, but I thought that one was actually pretty good. It's about a prostitute that gets wrapped up in this Cthulhu cult, and she has to kind of like basically fuck her way out of it. But there is some like, it's low budget as shit. It's fine, and there's a lot of gratuitous TNA. But I felt like that was a movie that like had somebody thought, hey, I got an idea. I got some people involved. They thought it was a good idea, and we kind of piecemealed it together. So every now and then I'll see a title like Debbie Does Demons, and I'll be like, all right, well, if nothing else, I'm going to see some boobs, so that's cool. And maybe there'll be a somewhat coherent storyline or maybe some decent special effects. Not in this case. That was not what happened here. So it's dumb. It's dumb as hell. If you want to beat off, if you like fat chicks, if you like big girls, I shouldn't use the phrase fat chicks. If you like plus size BBWs with like a light dusting of horror and nonsensical comedy, there you go. Debbie Does Demons from 2023. Find it on Tubi if I piqued your interest. And unfortunately, that is all I got this week, Monica. What do you got for us?
Oh, you won't believe the hell I've been through.
You watched Debbie Does Demons too. Okay, perfect.
Except I didn't. I had to stop 5 minutes into it. So my week started off with a brand new one called Dracula in Space.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
I stopped it. I couldn't believe what I was watching, and the acting was horrendous.
Okay, hold on. Was this Dracula 3000?
No, it's a brand new movie.
Okay.
And it's pretty much these people are up in space, and they find a box, and Dracula's in it, and they bring it aboard, and Dracula comes out. It was very bad.
Okay.
I might have gotten 15 minutes into it.
Oh, yeah, look at you. I just pulled it up on IMDb. 2026. This one is brand spanking new.
Mm-hmm.
4 stars on IMDb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to
Wow, it even got 4? Good God.
I'm just watching the trailer, man. This does not look good at all.
Oh, it gets better. Then I put it on the newest Anaconda.
Jack Black and Paul Rudd?
No, this is a newer one.
Oh, it's even newer than that one. Okay.
Yeah, it's even newer than that one. And at first I was like, okay, this might be promising because they talk about the different snakes and how they come out. And then 5 minutes into the acting, I was like, oh my God, this is a piece of shit. Shut this off now. And I did.
Okay, fair enough.
And then there was another piece of shit called Mr. Buzzkill.
Is this one about the parole officer? Because I feel like this is just your home movies, and you just labeled him Mr. Buzzkill.
Oh my God! This one, I thought maybe there might be some hope because it starts off with like a radio DJ. And he's discussing the murders of this person called Mr. Buzzkill, and there's people calling in talking about him. And then as soon as the acting started, I was out. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
It's weird how that can be a thing, right? Because like we're horror fans. We've seen it all, man. We saw Witch Trap. That had some really bad acting. Night of the Demons also. But like somehow when a movie has heart and soul and it's like legit, you can see past bad acting.
You can, and it didn't draw me in at all.
No, but then there's other times when you're like, I cannot. This is a cash grab, is what it is. Somebody got their friends together, threw a couple $1,000s at a camera and some bullshit, and thought they were going to make some money, and that's the worst right there, dude.
Yes. Now, however, I was super excited for this next one, and I know we talked about we were not going to watch it. It's called The Home.
The Home.
With Pete Davidson in it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what'd you think of that?
I loved it.
Oh, very cool.
I was so stoked for it. I watched it twice, and I was like, you know what? And the next time I see a Pete Davidson movie, he's in a movie, I'm going to fucking watch it because he did a great job.
Okay, very cool.
And then...
Did you ever see Bodies, Bodies, Bodies?
No.
That one has Pete Davidson in it. It is a horror.
Is it pre-heroin Pete Davidson?
I believe so. I don't know when the heroin kicked in, personally. I think it was pre-heroin. I don't know. I didn't know he did heroin. When did he start doing heroin?
Oh, no. In the old days, he was a junkie and OD'd a couple times, but now from what I see, he's cleaned up. He's got a baby, girlfriend.
How are you a junkie? You're
straight.
Dude, have you seen his hit list?
Yes.
Kate Beckinsale. Rosario Dawson, married to what's her name, Kim Kardashian for a while.
Yes.
Iggy Azalea. How are you addicted to heroin?
I don't know how they were. Well, I heard he's got a big one. So
fucking A right. He's goddamn better, man. Because he is not that attractive, and he's not that rich, so he better have something going on. Because none of this is adding up, Monica. And you're telling me now he's addicted to heroin? Get the fuck out of here.
No. He was back in the old day when he was with Ariana Grande.
Okay.
When they were dating. Yeah, he was all kinds of trouble, but he's even getting like his tattoos lasered off, so he's on the straight and narrow.
Attaboy, Pete.
And then I checked out Hellfire with Stephen Lang.
Okay. Oh yeah. Harvey Keitel in that one too, right?
Yes, I can't believe that fucker's still alive.
He's got to be in what 80s, I think.
I looked it up. He's 86.
Attaboy.
But he did a pretty good job. He looked like he was moving and talking well for 86.
Okay, great. He wasn't drooling on himself, so we got that going for us.
And then I checked out that new one on Netflix called Firebreak.
Okay.
That was a good movie, and it was fucked up too.
Uh-oh.
Basically a fire happens out in the woods, and the parents, their 8-year-old daughter goes missing, and let's blame the neighbor next door because he's got, secret rooms and secret shit happening at his house, and they kind of like beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
But he had nothing to do with it.
Shocking. Yeah. Jumping to conclusions.
It was good. And then I rewatched The Hoarder.
Okay, that's a good one.
You
I like
remember that one?
Yeah.
I know. I can watch that one so many times and I wouldn't get bored.
No, it's not like top 10 for me, but it's not a bad show. I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
Right on.
That's all I watched.
All righty. Well, how about some immersion therapy then, kiddo?
Mm-hmm.
Immersion therapy.
Bite from 2012, Monica.
Yes.
This is grody. This is a nasty one. And this, I'm not the squeamish type, especially when it comes to insects, but like the idea of something living inside me and like festering and laying eggs inside me. I think that grosses everybody out to a certain degree. But this is a good, if you're looking to be a superhero or a supervillain, this is a good way to start, I guess. It's also a good way to lose the cleaning deposit on your apartment because you're going to fuck that shit all up.
Oh, fuck yeah. I find that people didn't think there was something wrong here.
Yeah, but more to the point, and this is a little pet peeve of mine. This happens a lot in horror movies where you have an easy out and you choose not to take it for stupid reasons. You know what I mean? I think the biggest culprit of that is one of my all-time favorites, Pumpkinhead. When Pumpkinhead is systematically killing off all the partygoers, and they're what we got to call the cops. We can't call the cops. They're going to send Jimmy back to juvie. What? Get the fuck out of here, you stupid prick. Oh, same thing here. Go to the fucking hospital, man. You got a bug bite. It's gross. It's getting infected. Go back to the hospital.
I would have been there immediately.
But hey, you know what? Cut that fucking leg off. I don't care. I don't want that shit inside me. I'll get one of those hot prosthetic numbers. Nobody will know the difference.
Yeah, this one was a little grotesque.
Totally. I dug it though. I think it's a good show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Pet peeves withstanding. Right on, dude. What do you got for us this week?
This week we're going to check out 2018's Bloodline, and it is about a guy with a dark past, and you guys all know him as Stifler from American Pie, and you're going to love it. You can find it on Tubi as well.
Check that shit out, inmates. We'll do the same and compare notes next week. I don't think I've ever seen Stifler in a non-Stifler-esque role. You know what I mean?
Oh, you didn't see him in Becky Part 2?
Oh, shit. I forgot he was in that. Yeah, you're right. He was in that. But like every other movie, like, what was it? All those Will Ferrell movies that he pops up in, he's always just Stifler. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I just watched him in another one where he's a bad cop.
Really?
Like, yeah, he's a cop that gets shit done. Like, you don't fuck with him because he will fuck your shit up. Oh, yeah, I'll have to think of what it was called.
Wow. Okay. We'll have to do some investigating.
He's stepping up his game.
All right. I'm into that. Right on. Well, check that shit out, inmates, and we'll compare notes next week. But now it is time for a round of Who is Daddy?
Who is Daddy?
First, my clues from last week. Well, I am a college student looking to party south of the border. I do have a fake ID, though I shouldn't need one. I'm going to Mexico, right? Everything's going swimmingly. Me and my boys go down there. We get drunk. We get partied up. I'm going to abscond for a few hours with my new prostitute friend, and I really hope I don't get abducted by a weird brujeria cartel cult thing that is going to use my parts to be put into a pot for various reasons. I'm, of course, Borderlands, Monica. That was a great show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the weirdest part of that movie is? You got, what's his name? The kid.
That loser.
Ryder Strong from
Cabin Fever.
Cabin Fever. He was also one of the original Nickelodeon kids. But on top of that, you have, what's his name? Sean Astin as like the weird white stable handler for the cartel. And he's just coming in and fucking with people. That's Frodo Baggins, man. What? He doesn't work for a cartel. He's too cute and chubby. He can't. It's not possible. That is a good show, though, and based on real events. If you really want to do a deep dive, you can. They fuck some people up down there.
Yes.
Let's see. Who might I be this week, you ask? Well, I am on death row, inmates, and I am running out of time, and I'm getting a little nervous because it's starting to look like I might just actually be put to death in the gas chamber. That's the bad news. The good news is that I really don't have anything to worry about because I'm not going anywhere. See, the thing is, I am not who I think I am. Well, I guess I am who you think I am, but what I really am is something else. And all I have to do is touch people, and then I just kind of abscond with their bodies, and I can just keep hopping around. All I got to do is touch the next guy, except for this one fucking detective. He showed up at the last minute. He happened to be my arresting officer, and I shook his hand thinking I was just going to hop into him, but it didn't work. I can't get into this guy, and I don't know why. It's all right. There's plenty of prison guards and other inmates around here. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. But I really got to figure out what's going on with this dude and why I can't get into his body. That's the real problem. Who might I be, inmates, you ask? Well, tune in next week and I will drop some knowledge on you. In the meantime, thank you very much for listening, joining Miss Monica and I for another week. Like, comment, subscribe if you have time. It helps our visibility quite a bit. We do have a Patreon campaign running, along with a lot of silly pictures of me and other fucking nonsense. Just go to paddedroompodcast.com. You'll find it all right there, along with the Patreon link and the T-Villain link and any other links you might need. I think there's some sausage links there. Very tasty. Put them on the grill. Join us next week for Malum, which is actually the remake / reimagining of Last Shift. We're going to see how it compares to the original. I've seen it. I'll reserve my thoughts for next week. Maybe I'll have a change of heart. I don't know. Other than that, Monica, you got anything else on the week?
No, thanks everybody.
Thank you guys very much again for listening. For Dusty in absentia, we hope to have him back next week, but I'm not I'm not making any promises. Weird insect ladies and the messes they can make in the bathtub. Debbie and all of her demon doings with or without a shirt on, whatever she's into, I don't know. Wolf Creek and Mick Taylor and his dramatic return. Possibly, probably, hopefully for the last, I don't know, maybe it'll be a good show. And the Padded Room Podcast. I'm afraid visiting hours are over.
Bye, you guys.
I want to know how to survive in the nightlife.